Yo, what's going on? It's Keith from Black Quarterback Series. What are we talking about, Rams? Y'all got all this money now. Let's talk about it. So if you don't know me, my name is Keith. I do Black Quarterback Series. I live in St. Louis. So I just want to give you that little bit. So when I'm coming from this, it's not going to be the most unbiased opinion, right? So apparently the Rams know how to do trades and everything now since they moved to LA, right? And so it's just like, damn, now y'all know how to build teams. It's like, now y'all know how to do that, right? So Myles Garrett traded from the Cleveland Browns after requesting a trade, getting that huge contract, then complaining about it, and then playing this season out, getting a sack record, I think, either this season or last season, and is traded for, what is his name? Jared Verse, a 2027 first round pick, a 2028 second round pick, and a 2029 third round pick. So I think that's a steal. You get an incredible value for probably the best defender in the league, right? And so this three actually, right? Four. One, this is a steal. You telling me they got one of the best defenders in the league for pretty much 3 picks? 2 of the picks are not even first rounders for the most part. And now Jared Verse is a good defensive lineman. So you get a starter, Pro Bowl caliber type guy, right? So I guess with that he counts probably as 2 first round picks. So, but still, it still doesn't feel like enough, right? When you look at the trade in its entirety. Number 2, my guy Baltimore, or my guy Lamar, doesn't have to play this man 2 times a year. So Cleveland defense gets inherently worse, and the Rams defense gets inherently better. Talking like top 5 better now, because you essentially upgrade at the defensive line position because you trade one Pro Bowler for a Hall of Famer. So it's just like, dang. Number 3, it instantly makes the Rams a more serious competitor in the NFC. I don't know where I had the Rams at, but it makes them a more serious competitor going into next season. And this is just what the Rams do. Apparently, let Snead know how to draft and make picks and do all that stuff now that he left St. Louis. So, just absolutely crazy. Just absolutely ridiculous. Like I'm just astounded that the Rams keep finding these picks out of nowhere to make these plays for these guys. So, one more thing that I saw today that I don't think I'm gonna really have a place to put in a video. And I might do this in its own separate video, but I'm gonna say it here. 10-time Pro Bowler Russell Wilson is finalizing a deal to become a CBS sports analyst. So with that being said, it feels like Russell Wilson is done. With that being said, is Russell Wilson a Hall of Famer? Now, I don't want to, and I'm sure this would be a clip, I don't want to like go out of my way to be like, oh no, he's a Hall of Famer. Russell Wilson's issue is that he's a great Seattle Seahawk, but he wasn't good nowhere else. So, do you take Russell Wilson? I apologize if y'all heard that. It's my brother in the back. Do you take everything he did in Seattle and just forget about the last 3-4 years? Or do you take what happened in Seattle and be like, well, he never produced outside of the Pete Carroll system? So it's going to be real interesting to see how the voters vote. No locker room issues, none of those things, and it's just going to be real interesting to see how the voters look at Russell Wilson's full career. Because if he's going to be a CBS analyst, he's pretty much done at that point. And I thought he should have been done. So, and this will also probably be a clip, but we'll see how it goes. I didn't get a chance to talk about Chris Collins and Mike Florio, and Chris Collins essentially defending our guy and Mike Florio or whatever his name is, just trying to throw all narratives out. And it's just like, at what point are you going to give Lamar his justice? Talking about, if you take his legs away, well, he'll throw for 45 touchdowns and 4 picks. And rush for about 500-600 yards. But if you take the legs away, you still have the 45 touchdowns and the 4 picks, of which wasn't even his fault for real. Like, of these 2 years, he's thrown probably 10 picks, maybe less than 10 picks in 2 seasons, and I would say 8 of them are not his fault. But we talking about Lamar and taking away his legs going into year 9. Like, come on, man, we're not going to use that tired narrative anymore. We're done with that tired narrative. So, let me know what you guys think about Myles Garrett. Do you think Russell Wilson's a Hall of Famer? And I know it kind of feels like I'm like rushing through this, but I wanted to make sure I got this out for you guys in a timely manner. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll talk to you guys probably Wednesday. Well, tomorrow. Peace.